I pulled my jacket tighter as the night air bit through me. Alone in the quiet, each shadow stretched long and unfamiliar under the dim streetlights. I couldn't shake the feeling. Something was just off. I'd heard that inner voice before, the one that warned me about heading down the wrong path. Tonight, it was louder than ever, practically shouting. But I wasn't ready to listen. I had to see for myself, or so I thought. The message from my friend James had seemed innocent enough. Come out with us tonight. Just a little adventure. But there were whispers behind his words, a hint of something that made my heart clench. Still, I shrugged it off, curious and maybe a bit reckless. You only live once, I reminded myself, ignoring that still, small voice again. But there it was, clear and unwavering, a nudge, a tug at my heart, reminding me of something I'd read. I could almost hear the words, "My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding." I had brushed off the advice countless times, thinking I was wise enough to know better, wise enough to pick my own way. But now, it was as if every step I took echoed the warning, growing louder. I stopped, the street stretching ahead like an endless void. A flashback hit me, a verse I'd read in Proverbs. Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you. It was as though someone had whispered it into my ear at that moment. I shivered. I could turn back, I thought, but something darker, some unseen pressure, pushed me forward. And then I saw her. A figure waiting under a flickering street lamp, her gaze fixed on me. She was magnetic, but there was something else in her eyes. A glint that promised adventure, sure, but also danger. She held out her hand, and her smile felt like an invitation to an unspoken mystery. Every nerve in my body screamed to turn back, to listen to that warning in my chest. Wisdom will save you from the ways of wicked men, from those whose words are perverse. But the allure was stronger, the mystery pulling me in, louder than the wisdom I had long ignored. One choice, just one, had me stepping toward her. I could feel the weight of it, like I was standing at the edge of something huge, something I couldn't understand. Each step felt like a test. One wrong move, and I knew there'd be no turning back. But then, somewhere in the depths of my mind, a piercing thought broke through, as clear as crystal. Then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. It was more than just words. It was a lifeline, an anchor pulling me back from the edge. I stood still, the warmth of that memory fighting back the coldness around me. I glanced at the woman again, her face twisted, frustration creeping in as I hesitated. A choice lay before me. Would I trust the wisdom buried within, or would I follow the fleeting thrill that shimmered in her eyes? Just then, the street lamp above her went out, plunging her figure into darkness. I took a step back, my heartbeat pounding with a new rhythm, one not of fear, but of resolve. I turned, leaving the mystery behind, clutching to the fragments of wisdom that had sparked life within me once more. As I walked away, I felt lighter, like a fog had lifted. But the night wasn't over, and I couldn't help but wonder, would I always choose right? Would I always hear that voice?